So your character has a hard time talking them into doing this pub crawl, and your character really doesn't want to go. In real life, what's something that's been hard to convince your friends to do?
Bathe me. Nick?
I would love to bathe you.
Ah, see?
Hard to do. I don't know. Have you got an
It's
answer?
tough getting you out of the house sometimes. Nick's a homebody.
I'm a homebody.
He likes to, and I get it as well, he likes to stay in and watch a film rather than come out. Last night he was hot for salsa. First time in a while he wanted to come out, and he was
fire in my heels.
He was leading a charge.
Yeah.
And was angry that I couldn't find any in the end.
Park Avenue's not salsa friendly, right?
No, well, listen, this is New York, home of Eddie Torres, king of salsa, and I was hoping to hook up with Eddie and dance a furious pachanga, so I was upset.
Also, in the film, you guys really drastically changed the way you look. I loved your black hair, but yet still red facial hair. I thought that was great.
Yeah.
And you have a very, like a dad, businessman look.
Yeah.
Why did you decide to change your look so much? Because usually, you guys have a similar look.
I think it's probably driven by the characters rather than just a choice to change things up, I think with Gary's outfit, we don't imagine that he wears that all the time. We think he realises that this is a one-way suicide mission potentially, and has put his old gear back on,
Oh, nice.
And with my character, he's a successful, powerful corporate lawyer. So with that comes a certain fashion style, I guess.
Did you like your looks?
I loved
it.
That's how I dressed when I was 18.
This
Yeah.
is the cardigan you see me fighting in the film.
Oh, fantastic.
I
It's
got
in
to
the
keep
poster.
3 of them. It is in the poster. It's right there.
Oh, that's right.
This has got a hole in it now, though.
So
but-
you raided the closet.
Yeah, I love a good cardigan. I'm a fan of I'm a cardiophile.
I enjoyed dressing up like a goth because that's how I used to dress, but I never dyed my hair black. So it was sort of a rites of passage for me, a late rite of passage to dye my hair black finally.
Yeah, it looked good on you.
Thank you.
So also, as a
Flirting with me.
maybe a little. Well, you guys are very good at acting in a group because you manage to stand out yet still play well off of others. What's the trick to doing that?
Good relationship off camera?
I'd say a good relationship, a good chemistry off camera, and the fact that as people we like each other, and as performers we trust one another and respect one another enough to be able to, if it's Eddie's big speech, it's Eddie's big speech. Let him have it, and we all have those. We all have, I'd never felt so supported on a set from the other cast members. Each one of us have difficult monologues to remember and things that you have to dredge up in terms of personal, personal emotion. So to do a scene like that and then to have Eddie Marzan give you a little tap, or Martin comes and does that, it means a lot, and it means that you trust it enough to be able to lay yourself out there and not feel embarrassed or foolish.
I felt like I was surrounded by the best actors in the country that I'm from. It was amazing to have these guys. I love watching them act. Sometimes it was fun just to sit back and see them do their thing, and that includes Rosamund as well. And it was just a joy, to have that amount of support. Insanely good.
That's a very funny thing about acting when you're doing scenes with other people. Is I think you have 2 parts of your brain. You have the one part that is remembering the dialogue. Then you have a kind of weird free-floating aspect of it, which just kind of looks around and says, "This is great." And sometimes you have to tell that bit to be quiet because you're trying to concentrate.
The last thing I wanted to ask you is that I know Tintin 2 is coming up, right? And
Tintin 2 Electro Boogaloo.
and the word is that they're going to be more Thompson and Thompson.
Is that true?
Well, that's what the internet's to say.
Wow.
We saw Pete.
The internet.
Yeah.
We saw Peter Jackson in New Zealand a couple of months ago. No, a couple of weeks ago now, right?
Yeah. It feels months since it's been a while.
And he obviously is still busy with the Hibbert.
Yes.
But as soon as he gets that done, I think we will be going out to New Zealand and putting our bowler hats on again, which is very exciting because the idea of working with Pete is hugely attractive.